Hey guys, Aramis555 here. Just coming to you with a quick little deck update and just a little announcement about YCS Seattle. You might be wondering why I'm sitting here posting this when I probably should be on my way there, but sadly I will not be going. I was really looking forward to going, but I kind of took a risk with my passport. It was either drive and spend $40 on gas going down to Victoria and get my passport updated sooner, or just hope it shows up on time. And I really didn't want to spend the money driving all the way down to Victoria just to do that. So I waited, took the chance, and it didn't show up in time, so sadly I will not be going. Pretty disappointing. I was looking forward to the experience, but I guess, you know, that's life, so I guess I just wasn't meant to go. I'll kind of take it that way. Anyways, Holden's going in, as well, and as is Sunra, so you know, they're going to go and have fun. I told Holden to make sure he films lots of videos, and for everyone who was looking forward to meeting me, I'm really, really sorry. I'll try and make it down for maybe another YCS sometime in the future. Anyways, other than that, YCS predictions, I might as well talk about that as well. I'm really not sure what deck's going to win. I mean, the new Mermail deck is really, really good, but it can be really inconsistent, and it doesn't really have a whole lot of protection. It just kind of blows its hand and puts it all over the field and goes for pluses. So if you play it smart and conservatively, it's pretty easy to beat it. Other than that, you know, I think that, I don't know, the Prophecy deck's really good too, but I haven't really seen any builds that really impress me yet. I mean, Cordero, or Vexcus4666, as you guys might know him, he has a turbo build, and it can be impressive, but once again, it has no protection. He just kind of blows his load in the field. Secondly, he also tests on Dueling Network all the time, which we all know is a horrible place to test. One, because the shuffling system it's imperfect, and of course, there's a lot of really bad, scrubby players on that site. So, I mean, I don't know. Ultimately, those two decks I'm sure we'll see a showing of. I really don't think Madolches will do that well. I was testing against Madolches, and even though my friend Brennan did not have the best build, I'm really just not impressed with the deck. It loses to a lot of decks like Windups just poop or sorry, not Windup. Well, no, Windups do too, actually, but sorry, and Zectors poop all over that deck. Chaos Dragons have a really good matchup against them as well. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. It really could be anyone's game. I mean, Chaos Dragons is still really good this format. Windups are, of course, I think, still the best deck of the format. And with the new release of Mulan Glacia and the Mermail Atlanteans, it should be pretty interesting. Other than that, I'm really not sure what deck will win. What deck do I want to win? You know, I think it's, as much as you guys know I like Chaos Dragons, I honestly think that it's Chaos Dragons' time to win. They've got top 4, top 8 so many times now, second place, and just couldn't make the cut. And I honestly think Chaos Dragons should have won the last one. I don't think the Machina Geargia deck or Karker Geargia deck is really all that good. It's extremely inconsistent. I mean, it is consistent at the same time. Obviously, you have that amazing floater. He just keeps flipping up and searching cards. But my problem with the deck is that it takes too many turns to set up. It's a bit too slow. Much like Inzectors are now. Like, I love Inzectors. They're not as broken as they used to be. They actually take a lot more skill. But in that sense, since they take a lot more skill and a lot more setup, they can get killed faster by decks that don't require that, such as Chaos Dragons, where they can just kind of start milling and then just drop a bunch of big monsters and go for a game. So, same with Windups, you know, 2-card OTK. So, I mean, I think Chaos Dragons, I really think it's their time to win it. But we'll really have to see how these new archetypes and if any new decks come into the spotlight. I mean, Jeff Jones is going to be there, of course, and he always likes to innovate when new sets come out. So we'll see. We might have some kind of crazy rogue deck take the top spot. Anyways, I'm going to get on with the deck profile. Alright guys, so as you know, I've been playing Psychics pretty relentlessly. So of course, that's what the update's going to be. Before I get started, I honestly am just going to say that this is very similar to Jeff Jones's build. I have been testing this deck non-stop, and you know, I tried the trap heavy build, I tried weird tech monsters, I've tried everything. I tried 1 Grandsoil, 2 Grandsoil, I'm back up to 3 now. I might go back down to 2, we'll see, but I just find with 2, I just don't draw it enough, like, ever. And with 3, you know, you get these hands where you open it with 2 of them sometimes and you don't get any of their fuel. But, I mean, if you can get the right hands, it's just too good not to run 3, I think. And it's just a really explosive, powerful card. Lets you make some crazy synchro plays, or XYZ plays, I guess, if you wanted to. And it's just really, really, really good. So, pretty much my monster lineup is exactly the same as Jeff Jones. I wasn't running Card Trooper for the longest time, but I just was looking at it and I was like, I'm not getting stuff in the graveyard fast enough. And, you know, I'm getting these hands basically where I open Wizard and I don't have Wizard plays set up. And so I was like, you know what, I'm going to try Card Trooper again. I've been, running 2 Giant Rats for quite a while now. I actually really, really, really like 2 Giant Rats. It's just a good toolbox, gets me to Witch faster, I can grab Jumper, I can also grab Grandma, which is one of my favorite cards in the deck. People just never expect it. You go like summon Rat, Crash, grab Grandma, and they're just like sad panda. Especially if you're playing heroes, it's just really, really devastating. So yeah, I'm just going to go through things really quick. I only have 2 Grandsoils at the moment. My 3rd one is coming in the mail. I will be running 3. It'll be 25 monsters. It'll be a 41 card deck. I might cut out something, which I'll talk about in a bit, but I just can't decide. I really don't mind 41, actually. It just gives me less of a chance of drawing Esper Girl, so which is good. Obviously, I want her in the deck. Next up is obviously 3 Psychic Witch. I'm not going to really say a whole lot. 2 Wizard. I'm happy I put this down to 2. In all honesty, there's just too many people running around Bottomless Trap Hole and Deep Prison and Torrential right now, and this guy gets hurt. Obviously, Deep Prison's not as big, because if I'm dropping him, I'm probably going to be doing a Synchro play. But it's more that I'm worried about the inevitable Bottomless Trap Hole, which some people don't know. You summon him, his effect starts a chain to target, so you target your card, they chain Bottomless to his summon, he banishes, and then he's already gone before you know, his effect resolves, or before the card banishes. So he actually doesn't get the card, which kind of sucks. So 2's just good. Now I was trying 2 Jumpers. This is the only difference between my build and Jeff Jones's build. Is he ran 2 Jumpers. I think Jumper is an amazing card, but it's horrible if you draw it opening hand by itself. It's just like, it's 1500 defense, it doesn't do anything. I'd rather just keep it in the deck as a tech card to search out with Emergency Teleport, or just summon it and go E-Telly and bring Witch. Usually you get off the 1 Jumper play, you're going to win most cases, and you can always just Avarice it back. So instead of the second one, I'm running 1 Cleric. He's basically my 3rd Wizard. He's actually really, really good, and he lets you do some really crazy Synchro plays where you can plus quite a bit. So I really, really, really like the 1 Cleric. On for my tuners, so 2 Commander, that's the same. I've seen a lot of people just running 1. I think you gotta run 2. It targets, which is awesome, so it kills Spear Reaper. A lot of people don't know that. It's also can go up to basically it's a 1900 beater, and the other cool thing is it can help your other Psychics drop bigger monsters. So say you have a Thought Ruler Archfiend on the field and they got a BLS, bring up Commander, Thought Ruler attack, damage step, drop it by 500. They take 200, and you do some nice damage and gain some nice life points back, so it's quite good. Other 2 tuners, like I said, 1 Jumper and the 1 Esper Girl. Like I said, I really like Jumper, but I think 1's just good. I might put it back up to 1. I'm still kind of testing Cleric, but we'll see. Or sorry, up to 2. And with Esper Girl, you don't want to draw it. 1's just good. Usually you get the 1 off, you just kind of keep reusing it. So onto the tech monsters, 2 Giant Rat. I've been running this for a while now. I think this guy's still great. He might not be as good now with the rise of Atlanteans. You know, you set him, he just gets popped by their set Poppy card. But a lot of times they're afraid that you're going to have like something else set, like a Sangan or a Witch. So, you know, this just kind of complements it. Gets stuff in the graveyard faster as well. The new edition, I put Card Troopers back in. This is just because I felt I didn't have a big enough beater. The only big beater I had other than Commander, technically, it was Wizard. And, you know, Commander obviously gets on a bottomless, but then Wizard doesn't. And Commander just kind of crashes. This guy can crash 2 1900 beaters, but I always say I get a plus off it, so it's really good. Also, Mills, nice floater, works well with Tragoedia, and I am running 2 Torrentials, so it's good with that as well. and the 1 Granbull. The other cool thing about Card Trooper actually is I like doing this a lot. They'll go like summon a 19 or beater like Thunder King. They'll attack your rat. You're just going to special a Card Trooper, and the next turn you mill 3 crash into the Thunder King. It's actually quite good. So that's it for the main monsters. I'm running a bunch of hand traps in here. This is not the trap build. Once again, I said earlier, I do not like the trap build. I think the trap build is awful, and I see why Jeff Jones didn't run it. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, I think if you're going to run the Cherry monsters, you need protection. But I don't actually agree with that. I think you have the hand traps. You know, you can usually protect your monsters, and you can just go for game. I go Barkion in this deck so often. You go Barkion, drop a bunch of big monsters, you usually got game. It's just really, really devastating. So hand traps 2 Maxx. It's the last 2 Earth cards in the deck, and just gets you some good pluses if you use it at the right time. I am also running 2 Effect Veilers, nothing to really say there. And then last but not least, 2 Tragoedia Gorz. I put the Trags back in. This is just because Trag is a very devastating card. You usually have a really big hand in this deck, and you're running a lot of random levels, especially with the 3 Grandsoil. I don't know how many times I've dropped Trag and then stole someone's BLS or Shining. It's just really, really funny. So, yeah. So that's going to be, it's 24 monsters right now. But like I said, when I get the 3rd Grandsoil, because I only have 2 at the moment, I will be running a 3rd one, and that will be 25 monsters. So onto the spells. This is pretty much the exact same. I haven't changed this at all. 3 E-Telly, busted. Now this is the card I was thinking about actually dropping down to 1, was Miracle Synchro Fusion. It's either I'm going to drop this down to 1, or I'm going to take the 2 Torrentials out and run 1 Psychic Overload, but I'm not really sure how I feel about Psychic Overload. I mean, it's really good late game, but you draw it opening game, it's really bad. Torrential is just good in the deck because you have so many floaters, and it complements the fact that if your opponent wants to overextend, you're going to get some pluses off of it. So this card wins games, though. You drop Ass Kicker and you win. He's just so good. And I just love setting this thing. They think it's a Torrential before they go off, and then they pop it, you draw 1, your Trag is going to be even bigger when you drop it. So really, really, really good card. So far, I am really liking 2, so I'll probably keep it at that. You know, after testing, it's funny, I've kind of just realized that Jeff Jones' build, as much as he said he wanted to perfect it, I don't think it was perfect. I think there was some inconsistencies, like the creature swap was good, but it was kind of meh, and just some other things, like, but I mean, all in all, his build was really, really good, and it's funny because I didn't like it at first, but now that I've played the deck a lot more and I know all the plays, I've gone back to it and realized how good it really is. 2 Pot of Duality still. 2 MST, side the 3rd. Sometimes I wish I ran 3 or like 2 and a Lance. I'm really tempted to put Lance in here, but I mean, you just play around the back rows. Just gotta play it safe. 1 Heavy Storm, plus Lance doesn't save you from warning, so if you're gonna be going for Barkion, they warning Barkion, you're like, whatever. Still love the 1 Mind Control. This card's amazing. You just, you know, go pluses off of it. Really, really good. Steal their set Raikou, if you know that's what it is. Pot of Avarice. Monster Reborn, and Dark Hole. And last 2 cards in the deck, 2 Torrential Tribute. I think it's really the only traps you need. I mean, if you're worried about MST and their opening hangs, a lot of people just like to blow their MSTs right off the bat. Just set those Miracle Synchro Fusions, bait out the MST, then set your Torrential next turn. Or if you're, you know, really ballsy, just set a Torrential and a Miracle Synchro Fusion and hope they hit the right one. If not, you know, whatever. Other cool plays you can do, and the reason why I love Torrential so much is I'm actually gonna, I'll talk about it in a bit. I'll do a Psychic combo later on here, and I'll tell you guys the cool combos you can do. So anyways, guys, that's the deck profile. Thanks for watching the video. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and wish Holden and Sunder the best of luck at the YCS, as well as any friends you might have that are attending. I'm upset once again that I can't go. It was a really cool experience I was looking forward to, and it seems like once again I'm missing out because I have pretty much the worst luck in the world. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and you guys all have a great day. Peace.